All right, we're live now, by the way. Post the link real quick. Yes, sir. Close all that shit. No one needs to know my fantasy failures anyway.
You just have everything muted for right now?
What was that?
Do you have everything muted right now?
Oh no, everything's up. Like we're.
Oh, okay.
Our
Gotcha.
audio's coming through. Pulling up the. I have so much more of a low-tech setup than CMS has. I have the stream on my phone, and that's how I read like chat and stuff.
I'll hook you up with depth charts.
That's all I can do. Appreciate it. I mean, I should like if I get any one of the Seahawks wrong, then just kill me. But Cardinals, I may need some help with. Everyone get in here, boys. Game of the week. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to beautiful CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. I'm joined by the man who beat Austin and Dan back-to-back pretty recently. Wohzi, how's it going?
I'm doing well, doing well. As soon as you said that, I started getting back-to-back by Drake stuck in my head, so.
We have what is really a quite important divisional matchup here, the 6-3 Arizona Cardinals versus the 5-4 Seattle Seahawks. I don't know if you all in the Bear League have been following along. The NFC West is an absolute clusterfuck this year. Lucky finds himself at 5-4 and in last place in his division. This is going to be a crucial game, really, for both users to try to firmly establish themselves in the playoff hunt. We have had both of these users in Game of the Weeks before. Cloud way back in, I believe, week 2, and he made that massive comeback against Ben, and then Lucky just a couple weeks ago where he, it has to be said, shit the bed against young Alex. Wohzi, what's your prediction for this game? I don't know if you've seen either of these users play, excuse me. What are you thinking for this one?
So I've been watching Cloud play a couple times this year. I mean, the NFC is a dogfight as is. I mean, as you're on the AFC side, you may just be able to see it as the outsider point, but playing in the NFC, it's nothing but a complete dogfight. Every point matters right now. You know, looking at the game that we have here upon us, I mean, Cloud's been a dominant user here. And Lucky, I mean, he is 5-4, or is he 6? Yeah, he is 5. Lucky's 5-4.
Lucky's 5-4, Cloud's 6-3, yeah.
Cloud's been making it work with, what, a 65 overall quarterback?
Yeah, Cole McDonald 6-5 overall, and also 3 for 3 here. We've seen 3 straight completions, 2 straight to DeAndre Hopkins. But yeah, continue.
I mean, you look at the squad that Lucky rolls out with. There's no reason he shouldn't be more than 5 compared to what this Cardinals offense.
3 consecutive RPOs here, and as we have yet another completion to DeAndre Hopkins. Interesting strategy here from Arizona. Again, I've not seen much of Cloud's gameplay. Maybe you can enlighten me on this. Has he been pretty heavy here with the RPOs, as we've seen, of course, 3 of his first 4 plays be RPOs?
Yeah, he's got it down this cycle. You know, when you're working with a 65 overall quarterback, you got to have a completely different gameplay style than any other.
Yeah, 100%. Cloud is one of the best quarterback divers in this league. So we have the very first handoff to Kelly, and Kelly has a hole, and Kelly may take this all the way. Ends up getting all the way to the 20-yard line, gain of 25 on his first touch of the day. So far, this Cardinals offense is cruising. But yeah,
you get a sub.
I really thought that was going to be a touchdown there. I
thought so too. Thank you so much, Morty, for gifting a sub to Dr. Gamble, our first of the day. And if you've not already subscribed to the Bear League Network, please feel free to do so. Again, I'm trying to get that steak dinner whenever I can. It's hard out here. As we first intended 20, once again, Cole McDonald Company doing a very good job of moving balls. Kelly breaks big, and Kelly has the blocking. Will he get past Jamal Adams? No, he stepped out of bounds barely at the 1-yard line. That's kind of tough. But yeah, this Cardinals offense is rolling so far, Wohzi.
I think we have the Patriots and Chiefs referees right now, if you've seen what happened earlier today in real life.
I can't say I watched that. I heard that Brian Hoyer kind of shit the bed, but that's kind of to be expected. First goal here, the one. Cole McDonald drives out. Cole McDonald goes for the fade route. That is that. Did he get both feet down? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Cardinals. Unbelievable catch from DeAndre Hopkins as he just skied the corner, mossed the corner, if you will. We have a booth review coming in. Will it hold up? Yes, it is. Touchdown,
yes,
Cardinals. And a beautiful opening drive here for Cloud and company. Wohzi, I mean, we saw a pretty heavy RPO scheme there. DeAndre Hopkins got plenty of touches there early. What do you think Lucky has to do to adjust to what we've seen from Cloud so far?
Lucky's got to stack the box, because you stack the box, you're going to be able to disperse if you need to, and you can play man within the box to maybe cut down on this. It looked like he was playing a lot of zone there. So I think he's got to shy away from the zone. He's got to come out of his comfort zone to really, make Cloud struggle here.
Yeah. I mean, especially in the running game right there with those 2 runs we saw, it looks like he was pretty much able to, get past the second level as easily as he wanted to. Now, as we see Russell Wilson and company take the field, Russell Wilson has been on the struggle bus, I'm not going to lie to you, especially against young Alex. He threw 7 interceptions, 3 of which went for pick sixes, as we have a stretch to Rashad Penny. Rashad Penny is blocking his zone, and 32 misses the lead block that could have gone for way more, but that's a gain of 11 and first down.
Sure, who was that? Was that Chris Carson that just blew that block?
Yeah, number 32 is Chris Carson. I'm very disappointed in him.
Yes,
that would not have happened.
That's shameful.
IRL, but yeah, Chris Carson just completely whiffed there. First standard 36, but yeah, Russell Wilson's really going to have to work on his passing efficiency if he wants to really compete with Cloud, because that was ugly. As Rashad Penny with a toss to the outside, able to bounce off a couple tacklers, gets a gain of 2.
I like the move of Seattle definitely getting the run, because if you look at the linebacking core of the Cardinals, you have nothing but just pure. I mean, we're looking at Roquan Smith at an 89 speed, Isaiah Simmons at a 93, Hassan Reddick at an 88, and Khalil Mack bursting off the edge with an 86. I mean, you better stick to the run game.
That Cardinals-Bears trade from earlier in the season was really rough. We can talk about that more if we want to. But yeah, giving him Khalil Mack and Roquan Smith, dangerous for NFC West users as Russell Wilson disperses his wide receivers as he drops back. Goes to the flats, and that is Will Dissly, the second-year tight end out of UW. Gain of 2 there on Russell Wilson's first completion.
I do want to put out there, and I want to say the classic BL quote, B was open. Oh my, what? That was the wrong pass there. B would have gotten him the first down. If he doesn't convert here on the first down, he's going to be disappointed if he's back.
I'll be honest, man, I didn't even see it. I stared down the checkdowns in my actual games, and apparently I stared down the checkdowns in these announcing games as well, as Russell Wilson has 3 wide here, 3rd and 6 at the 40. Again, very important to keep up offensively with this explosive Cardinals offense. Russell Wilson drops back, and the right end almost got through, and he lobs it perfectly to DK Metcalf, and there's a gain of 20 and a first down, and Rashad Penny goes down with an injury, but a nice touch pass there by Russell Wilson.
Looks like he's walking off the field, so it should be a normal injury of him being off for a drive, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, solid running back depth in Seattle. Of course, if Rashad Penny goes down, then Seattle can just utilize Chris Carson, which is almost an upgrade, honestly. But yeah, still not ideal if that is anything more than game injuries. Chris Carson able to cut up, and Chris Carson using that power tries to fall forward, unable to do so. But on his first rush, he gets a gain of 14, and now the Seattle offense starting to roll as well. Once again, a very efficient performance here from Lucky so far.
Yeah, I mean, actually, based on the ratings there, I mean, it's actually an upgrade for him going from Rashad Penny at a 79 to a Chris Carson 86. I had no idea that the overalls were like that. I mean, like I said, he's establishing the run game exactly how he needs to.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job, as though right away he gets completely locked up there by the right end. That is a loss of 1. And to those who are watching, I apologize if it's a little bit pixely. That's on the streamer's end, not on my end. There's not a ton I can do about that, but we'll try to make it work. Yeah, nice offensive drive here. Of course, that was really the first time we've seen this Cardinals rush really get through all day, as we have slants here. Pretty well covered, although X is open. As Russell Wilson ends up taking off that escape artist, will they give him the first down? Looks like it's a little early to me, although they do give him the first down.
He did get 16. It. So I want to throw out a little bit of a nice statistic here. The Arizona Cardinals are first for total defense and first for passing defense, holding it under 200 yards a game.
Now, how much of that do you think is the Isaiah Simmons effect?
I'm sure there's a lot of it there.
Probably, I mean, the most dangerous user linebacker in the league as Russell Wilson rolls out. Goes to B, and it's intercepted by Thompson. Will this be a pick 6 as Thompson cuts outside, gets tackled at the 10. And again, Russell Wilson, these interception rows continue to follow him week to week as a beautiful drive goes wanting, and now Arizona takes back over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. A tough end to what was looking like a really nice drive there for the Seahawks.
Connor, right there is exactly what I'm talking about when I said the number 1 overall defense. I know it was a perfect throw, but that was also a perfect defensive move there by the safety. So,
yeah, I'll be honest, I would have made that same throw. It did look like B was open, but yeah, that was really nice coverage there, again, by this Cardinals linebacking core and by the secondary as well. And Arizona, for the second time, will get to work as Cole McDonald. He is 6'6" overall, drops back, and he will take a deep shot up the seams. Isabella almost intercepted by Quandre Diggs. the first real 50-50 ball that Cole McDonald's thrown up all day, and he nearly pays the price for it, but that does fall incomplete, 2nd and 10.
This entire Cardinals team is based on wheels. This is insane. I did not realize the speed that he had on this team.
It's insane. I mean, Isabella, real quick, as Kelly tries outside. As Kelly may have a hole, and Will Diggs be able to catch up to him as he tries to juke. Almost jukes 2 men. That is a gain of 41 there for Kelly, and already only 3 rushes, 83 yards today for Kelly. A really nice offensive start for this Arizona running game.
Beautiful run, beautiful run. I mean, I think he might be taking some tricks out of the Seattle playbook.
Another RPO here as this is Christian Kirk, and he's able to fall forward, bringing it 16. Yeah, I'm really impressed from what I'm seeing from Cole McDonald and company so far. I mean, again, pretty West Coast attack, of course, with the exception of that scheme we just saw. But overall, I'm really liking what I'm seeing as we have a draw here to Kelly. And Kelly, does not quite get through the hole, gets stopped at the line. But impressive stuff here from Cloud.
So I just now pulled up some Seattle stats. Now, from what I said at the beginning, the offense isn't that impressive. I mean, it should be, but based on stats, we're not looking at something great. The defense now, however, they are 2nd for total defense and 2nd for passing yard.
Wow. Okay. So this is a battle between the 1st and 2nd passing defenses. That what you're telling me?
That is exactly what we're looking at here. We're looking at both teams pretty far down in the offensive categories, but leading their defensive. Seattle's defensive rush, though, not the greatest.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not the greatest in real life either. That doesn't surprise me at all. But that's interesting. I mean, from Cloud's perspective, of course, the Isaiah Simmons effect, I'm sure that's part of it. But they have a very strong secondary in real life as well. Seattle, I wonder if that's Jamal Adams. I wonder if Lucky's just doing an excellent job of using. I mean, Lord knows they both had hard schedules, so that's impressive that they are in that situation. As Cole McDonald will take off. Cole McDonald has some wheels. Can you real quick tell me what Cole McDonald's speed is? Because I was not expecting that from him.
Cole McDonald. Let me get him pulled up here. Looks like we're looking at an 86. Oh, wow.
Damn. Okay, yeah, I thought he was just a pocket passer. That's on me for not checking beforehand. But yeah, he had some bursts there as that does go for gain of 3 and 1st down. And
with an 88 throw power.
Yeah, I mean, that's as far as, sub 70 overall quarterbacks go. That's about as good as it gets. Intercept. Oh, his Flowers drops it. The 2nd dropped interception from the Seattle secondary, and Lucky has to be kicking himself right now. 2 missed opportunities in this drive, and Cole McDonald gets bailed out again.
Yeah, Lucky's not happy with that. I mean, if you're in my position there, that's a white controller out the window.
Pray for Wohzi's controllers. Real quick, I'm going to give a shout out to the people in here. We got C-Mass, we got Loonico, we got Morty, we got Austin, we got Tyrell, aka King, and of course, Wohzi looking in the chat as well. Big shout out to all of you as we have a slip screen to Kelly, and Kelly able to bounce out, unable to bounce outside as he perhaps went for the truck a bit too early there, but that does go for a gain of 8, and now we have a manageable 3rd and 2 here at the 14-yard line.
Listen, I want to put out there right now, if we can see a total, and I mean a total score of above 30 by halftime, I will gift a sub.
Oh, shit. All right, well, I'm rooting for Cole McDonald to get this going here as we have a bootleg here as Cole McDonald rolls out. Do not force it. He forces it. Nearly intercepted again. That was Jamal Adams on the swat. And with a 4th and 2 here, I expect Cloud to probably kick the field goal, although he may be looking to be aggressive here. Maybe looking to go by 2. Okay, he does come out in field goal formation, so we will probably see a 10-0 ball game here.
I'm not sure if you see it. It is still there on the screen. That's big for next drive because Jamal Adams has an X factor.
Yes.
So, I mean, Lucky's going to be looking at maybe trying to stop this run game early on the
That is absolutely brutal, roughing the kicker as Cloud does the right thing there and declines it. Big love to Cloud for the sportsmanship.
The safe man right is currently broken. Madden, please, EA, fix that. You can't run that play without somebody running it.
That's got to be. I mean, I saw that happen to Cody once. I've seen that happen to a couple other users. That's got to be really frustrating. But yeah, Cloud doing the gentlemanly thing there and declining the penalty, and that is a 10-0 ball game here in CenturyLink early. Now, if you're lucky, take a deep breath. Yes, you are down by 10, but there's still all sorts of time left. Just run your normal offense. Do not try to force it with Russell Wilson, because I will say, when I saw Lucky go up against young Alex, as soon as he went down, he immediately started trying to force passes into the tightest holes, and that was really what sunk him in that game, as we have a 1st and 21, as this will be a handoff to Rashad Penny. Rashad Penny gets locked up immediately for a loss of 3, and that will be the last play of the 1st quarter. So the over 30 this half, not looking too good, but you never know. 10-0 Arizona.
Hey, I want to go back to Jamal Adams basically playing at the sub linebacker position so far this game. I mean, that's a position that I have not seen in Madden people actually use with such a good, such a good safety. Normally you
Right.
put in there your second string safety, maybe a fast cornerback to keep up with a tight end, but I really like seeing Jamal Adams down there rather than the back.
Yeah, man. Well, especially with the hit power he has and the abilities he has, it's really dangerous. As Russell Wilson with a throw out a sack there, perhaps the best possible thing there for the Seahawks ends up falling incomplete. But yeah, Jamal Adams is a really effective, inside the box safety. He can cut up those running lanes really well. Again, his hit power, his abilities, it lends itself very well to him playing like in that, as you said, some linebacker position. I really, as you said, I think that's a great idea from Lucky.
I loved using him last year, so I got rid of him. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, that Jets roster does not have much. I don't even know how he competed with it, honestly. 3rd and 13, as Russell Wilson drops back. Might have had B there if he'd waited a little bit. Tries to force it, although Tyler Lockett somehow able to catch it. And that's what I'm talking about, man. I mean, I know that was a completion, but those are the types of decisions that, if I'm lucky, you gotta avoid making those, because Cloud's going to make you pay for it at some point.
Absolutely. I mean, the cycle throughout Madden 20, I did not see Cloud as the super competitor. Coming into this one, the NFC
Damn,
West
as a Mukamura destroys him. Sorry, continue. I just had to let that
Goodness. The NFC West is nothing to sleep on. I found that out firsthand last week against King. We kind of kept it close to the end, but small mistakes at the end cost them. So
Yeah, I mean, those small mistakes are all the more crucial this year with how, at this point, how overpowered offense is. Real quick, going to the chat, Tyrell saying that he's here to watch the best division in football. I cannot disagree with that at all. CMAS is saying, I'd accept that penalty, referring to the roughing the kicker earlier. Fair enough. I mean, I'm sure plenty of users in here would accept that penalty. I can't really disrespect that. We do have a 2nd and 9 here, the 39, for one of the first times the Cardinals run game got locked up there, as we have another RPO here as he's able to lob it to Isabella. Really nice touch pass there by McDonald, although it only goes for gain of 4. And now Seattle, really imperative that he get a stop here to try to regain some semblance of momentum. 3rd and 5 here at the 43.
So I did not know, you may have said this earlier, if the Seattle Seahawks pull this out, they are a one-game division.
Yeah, so the Rams are 7 and 3. The 49ers are either 6 and 3 or 6 and 4. I can't remember which.
They're 6 and 4.
Okay, 6 and 4, yeah, and then we got Arizona 6 and 4, Arizona 6 and 3, Seattle 5 and 4. So yeah, it is about as tight of a race as you could possibly have, honestly, at this point in the season. Again, all the more critical. Whoever wins this game, they're going to find themselves not in the driver's seat necessarily, but they're going to find themselves in a much better position in terms of fighting for at least one of those wild card spots. First 10 here at the 8.
Oh, absolutely. I'd say, when we're looking at playoffs, and we look at a wild card spot being at a 6 and 4 right now, that doesn't seem that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also so many teams that are around that bubble.
Yep. That's exactly correct. As Russell Wilson will go to the corner route, intercepted by Alford, and we may have a pick 6 here as he showboats into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. 17-0 here in CenturyLink.
Cloud giving the BM.
As perfect timing, as Austin said in the chat, this Cards defense is insane, goodness gracious. And yeah, I have to agree, man. These linebackers, these safeties, these cornerbacks are flying all over the field, and we saw it in effect there. 17-0 Arizona. And now at this point, if you're lucky, I mean, we've both found ourselves over our bear league career in plenty of deficits. You and I, how are you going to try to stay in this mentally if you're lucky? What do you do? Are you doing breathing exercises? What are you trying to do to stay calm here?
Well, first you're going to grab your white controller. No, I'm just kidding. He can't go to the pass. He still has to stick with that run because his run defense or his run game is still good.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of time left. But I'm afraid that this is going to get in his head and he's going to try forcing and it's going to be a bigger deficit.
Yeah, I'd have to hope not. I mean, I honestly completely agree with everything you just said. He has the wheel right wide open. It does go to it. That is Tyler Lockett able to juke a man, and Lockett will fall forward. That is, again, a 23 and a first down. Russell Wilson's longest pass of the day. Yeah, I mean, just keep running your normal offense. A couple bad breaks, of course. That pick 6 was tough because it did look like Lockett had a step, but then Russell kind of led him to the inside, unfortunately. But yeah, run your normal offense. Trust Carson, trust Penny. You have a strong running game. Use it, although as I say that, of course, he hits him on the 23-yard wheel route there. As we will have a play action here. This may be a deep shot as he takes a deep shot, and this is into triple coverage, nearly intercepted by Isaiah Simmons. That is a true forced pass right there, 2nd and 10.
Absolutely. At that point, he should have known there was not going to be anything. Lucky's definitely a lot smarter than that. I know you're kind of in a deprivation mode, or deprivation, but no, that wasn't great.
As Isaiah Simmons shoots the gap beautifully there. Again, that is one of the underrated aspects. I mean, people talk about Isaiah Simmons being a cheat code in terms of stopping the passing game. I mean, I almost, especially with how easy running is in Madden 21 so far, I almost think that's even more of a benefit for Isaiah Simmons, is being able to quickly shoot the gap there and, of course, get those wrap up tackles. 3rd and 9 at the 49 here. Kind of a critical 3rd down here if you are a Seahawks fan. As RB's open, doesn't go to him, as that is a sack. We may have a face mask here potentially. I don't know what the flag is. Holding on Phil Haynes, and that will be declined. 4th and 20, and Lucky forced punt ball away.
He's got escape artist. He's got to use it. I know I'm getting a little critiquey right now.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, you beat Dan. You can say whatever you want. Honestly.
I mean, I beat him with a good Tom Brady that night. I don't know if you've seen the breaking news on who's getting the start next week. But it will not be Tom Brady.
I believe I did, yeah. I believe I did. Mm-hmm. Real quick, as Ben is tuning in, he says, bad Lucky tonight, and then wrong deep shot, of course, on those 2 post routes as McDonald drops back. Ooh, he may have the post wide open. That, as he goes to Flowers, intercepted by Trey Flowers, and now we may see a pick 6 here potentially from Lucky if he's able to play this right, as he will cut to the outside, unable to get past. I believe that's DeAndre Hopkins there with the tackle. But for the first time, Lucky gets a momentum play here defensively, and now he finds himself a strong field position here, 1st and 10 at the 45, and that's exactly what Lucky needed to get back in this game.
Absolutely. I mean, we're looking at the $81 million man making the tackle right there. I seen that one coming from the whole way down the field. So, I love DeAndre Hopkins. I wish...
for sure. So underrated. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins putting the work in with tackle, but that is really nice. Ooh, as the blitz gets picked up there perfectly well there with Rashad Penny, unable to get past Budda Baker, and that does go for a loss of 4. Referring back to Ben's comment, I don't, how much of this early 17-0 deficit would you put on Lucky, and then how much of it is just Cloud playing really well, in your opinion? Because I think it's kind of a mix of both.
I'm going to say the throws that were intercepted are the exact throws that I think anybody in the league would do, and I would say that the defense just got the better jump.
A is wide open, and that is Greg Olsen for the first time, tries to truck a man. That is a gain of 23. I had to do some quick math there. 23 and a first down, and all of a sudden, the Seattle offense starting to roll here a little bit, finding themselves in field goal range, but of course, looking for a touchdown here as we approach 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Cloud has been in pretty dominant control of this game so far, but Lucky not out of it by any stretches. We have an instantaneous sack there. That is Khalil Mack, the former Bear. CMAS watching this, got to be throwing things somewhere right now. 2nd and 15.
I would. Khalil Mack is one of those players like Von Miller. I feel like that's one of the players you just pay him what he wants and let him do what he wants for the cycle. I don't trade him in my opinion. I don't.
No, yeah, Khalil Mack to me is one of the few truly untouchable players. As we have a slip screen and a beautiful block there as Rashad Penny tries to bounce it to the outside. That is a gain of 9, making it a more manageable 3rd and 6. But yeah, those elite defensive players, those X factors, those players who will not regress very quickly in this league, you do not trade them. I'm sorry. I mean, I know Kyler Murray is a very strong Madden quarterback and all. You can find out that strong Madden quarterbacks, be it in the draft, be it, hey, Colin Kaepernick should. Apparently they made him a god in this game. But, yeah, that's just a player that you do not trade, in my opinion, as you said. The corner route is not open, is Lockett almost able to come down with it anyway, but that falls incomplete, and we will likely see a field goal here from Seattle trying to make it a 17-3 ball game.
That was a good throw. I'll give him that. That was a very good throw. Unfortunately, I don't think that Russell Wilson may have put it where he needed to, but good. That was a good pass, and he's gonna have to look forward look past that one.
Yeah, good idea by Lucky. Also, very nice coverage from that Cardinals secondary. They only really gave Lockett, a step to half a step there on a corner route, especially. That's really impressive from this Cardinals secondary. And did Connor just say Kyler and Kappa were the same? I'm not saying they're the same, but, you know, in terms of trading Khalil Mack and Roquan Smith for Kyler versus just picking up Kaepernick in free agency. I mean, shit. As Ben pointing out that Khalil Mack leads the league in sacks. And, yeah, that's as you were saying, Wohzi. I mean, that's one of those players that you just do not trade under any circumstances. Really nice user tackle there by Brooks as that goes for a gain of 1.
I mean, he can play Khalil Mack literally anywhere. Like, he could user Khalil Mack if he wanted. I mean, that player is you can literally use him anywhere on the defense. So that's another reason why I say he just doesn't go in.
Yeah, no, Khalil Mack's the truth, man. It's really a really nice read there by Cloud. Had Kelly on the wheel route, and he does go to him. And once again, Cole McDonald looking pretty impressive here so far. We'll forget about those couple drop picks that Luck has had. But, yeah, I have to say, you know, for only, what was he said, 66, something like that overall quarterback, he's making all the throws here. He's looking pretty accurate so far as Cole McDonald drops back. The blitz gets picked up perfectly, and we will have a deep shot here. And this is DeAndre Hopkins. Does he get both feet down? Unable to. Perhaps led him a bit too far to the sideline there. 2nd and 10.
He completely blew the defensive coverage on that. He threw to the wrong man. He had a touchdown. I won.
Yeah.
Did you see that going down the middle of the field?
I did, yeah.
Oh, my.
Even I saw that, and when I see that, you know, it's a pretty obvious read as Kelly, tries to cut kind of against the grain there. It gets a gain of 4, and CMAS trying to defend himself, saying, I got Byron Murphy too. Everybody forgets that. Okay, CMAS, I'm sorry. You know, I guess that's balanced if you get it.
You got basically the entire defensive back there. Give it to you.
3rd and 60 at the 48, as that is only a 4-man rush here by the Seahawks. Really nice quarterback. Nearly intercepted. I would have maybe gone for the pick or as opposed to the slot. But importantly, able to get that 3rd down stop that he's been pining for all game long. And now Arizona forced punt ball away here as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter.
At halftime, this is not the score I expected. Based off of the first couple drives, I thought we were an absolute shootout. They figured each other out very quick, though.
Yeah, I'll give Lucky credit for staying in this. I mean, again, we did not see him with this type of mental fortitude against young Alex, and there was another game where he got blew out very recently. I apologize. I forget who that was against, but Lucky doing a good job of staying in it, and now, of course, trying to perhaps make this a 7-point game heading into halftime. Ben, I'll get to your question real quick after this play, but I'll ask this real quick as we have an RPO concept here as Rashad Penny cuts up the inside and just kind of gets wrapped up there by the defense tackle that is, well, it's no gain at all. A good step to the line. If Lucky loses this one and falls to 5-5, what do you give his playoff chances with Carolina, the Rams, and San Francisco ahead of them in the standings? Wohzi, I guess I'll let you answer that one first since I think you have dire leagues up. What would you give Lucky's playoff chances if he loses this game?
Can you copy that and repost that question? I'd like to put it on away on my screen as Wilson gets tackled for a sack, big sack.
If my phone will let me.
If not, that's fine. You said San Francisco, Carolina, and who else?
Yeah, so Carolina, the Rams, and San Francisco, and this is if Lucky loses and falls to 5-5. Just what do you give the playoff chances if he loses this game, essentially?
Okay, let me look at.
Sounds good as we.
So, we're looking at basically the entire NFC West making.
Mm-hmm.
Based on
potentially, yeah, potentially.
I would, I don't see Cloud not making playoffs. As Cloud was a dominant user in previous Madden, maybe not so much in 20. He knows what better league playoff football is like.
Deep shots to DK Metcalf, and Patrick Peterson able to swat that away really nicely there. That's great coverage by Patrick Peterson, and that will make it 4th and 20 here. Now Arizona will get the ball back, trying to extend this lead heading into halftime. Yeah, I mean, I will say I've been really impressed by Steele's staying power. Him and Dan are actually neck and neck at that point in terms of the NFC South playoff race. Steele's done a really, really good job against some quality competition. So if Lucky were to drop to 5-5, I mean, at that point, when you consider, the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Panthers, who are very strong in their own right, I think it would be kind of tough at that point to see Lucky getting one of those wild card berths. Not impossible, obviously, because it's still so close, but it would be kind of difficult, to see him getting one of those as the slip screen there goes for game 7.
Check out okay, so the NFC North, we're looking at the Bears right now. That is 5-5. Mm-hmm. The NFC North is a very average.
Oh, that was a kind way to put it. Yeah. Okay. Average division, sure. Ooh, deep shot to Isabella, nearly intercepted by Jamal Adams. Really nice coverage.
We have the Minnesota Vikings at 5-4, Chicago Bears 5-5, Detroit Lions at 4-6, and we have Mike and the Green Bay Packers at a 2-8. He just needs games in to get them losses out of the way quicker. No, I'm just playing Mike. But, you know,
This looks like, ooh, nice sack there by Seattle. And if I'm Seattle, I'm calling timeout. Yep, he does exactly that. 56 seconds left, 4th and 11.
I like Seamass's chance for the NFC. I'm looking at his schedule right now, and he's got 2 Packers games left to play, which I would say they are going to be wins. And he's not playing anybody that's completely out of his.
Yeah, I mean, after what was a very shaky start by Seamass early on, you know, at one point Seamass is looking like he had bottom 5 potential just purely in terms of his record, but he's really turned it around. Of course, now that Slander's taking 4 losses for the rest of the season, excuse me. Again, congratulations to him on his marriage as well. I very much like Seamass's chances as well. Fern really has not impressed me this season.
Yeah, Slander is out for the season. Is that correct?
Yeah, for the entire rest of the season, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, we're looking at he's got a game against Slander that's going to be a force win. We're talking at least 3 wins right now, and that's putting him at 8-5. I'm not saying that's a wild card winning record. But he's also playing the Lions, the Texans, and the Jaguars, which they're very close interception.
Yeah, really dangerous read there, although he does get Tyler Lockett on the in-route gain in 19. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I'd pretty much give the North to Seamass at this point. I don't see Fern suddenly putting it all together enough to make up the deficit to Seamass.
Let's see what we here. We got first, Giant, NFC South winner. Third, the NFC West. Fourth, the
had been wide
Bears.
open, did not go to it, as Russell Wilson will slide, and this may be a situation where I take a timeout here if I'm Seattle. Ooh, this is interesting here now, because we're going to have a bit of a clock rundown too. It goes all the way to 10 seconds. Yeah, I don't like that time management here from Seattle, and of course, I don't know who you're fooling with play actions. Russell Wilson goes down, and it, oh my god, as the right tackle got struck there. A dirty hit by Arizona, but it goes uncalled. And now Seattle just trying to lick their wounds heading into halftime.
That's a big boy to bring down, too.
Yeah, geez. I mean, that is some grown man strength right there by the defender. My God. As we may see one more deep shot here, but unless something miraculous happens, it looks like it will be a 17-3 ball game here heading into halftime. Again, Lucky not completely out of it, but really struggling as we have a deep shot and double coverage, and that is an interception by Thompson. And now will we see a pick 6 here potentially from the Arizona Cardinals, as we do not, as he goes down at 39. And with that, it is halftime. Arizona Cardinals 17, Seattle Seahawks 3.
I respect the long ball there, a double coverage. Even right now, I don't know if I throw it. I mean, he was risking 6 points there, 7.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, pick 6s I think are harder this Madden than in previous Maddens. I mean, you know, back when all of the offensive linemen used to slow down to like 2 miles per hour whenever you got a pick 6. That was fun. Philip Dorsett, pretty nice kick return there, although it does only get to the 22-yard line. Real quick, Ben says, to me, it's got to be Giants with the 1 seed, the NFC South winner with the 2 seed, the NFC West winner with the 3 seed, Bears 4, NFC South 5, NFC West 6, NFC West 7. Yeah, I mean, it's really going to come down to Steele's staying power, I guess, because I trust Dan to continue winning his games. It's really all about what Steele's able to do in terms of what his seeding ends up being. Who might have X, although Budda Baker covers it beautifully. And man, Cloud is doing a really good job with his series of quick linebackers, quick safeties. His user work right now is impeccable.
Oh, absolutely. With 93 speed, I believe the threshold for this Madden, if you ask me, is a 91. I believe that's what it was last year, until 91 saying, where you're fast and then you are fat.
Yeah. 100%. Ooh, as he goes to the slip screen, that gets locked up instantaneously. And once again, that goes for loss of 5. Once again, Lucky finds himself in a 3rd and long situation here. Really not doing, again, only being down by 2 possessions, not doing a very good job, in my opinion, of establishing the running game, of making sure you get yourself in, 2nd and short, 3rd and short situations. I mean, he's finding himself in so many 3rd and long situations here, and that's just not a sustainable way to beat Cloud, especially, again, with those blazing linebackers in secondary that the Cardinals find themselves with all over the field here. Although we will see what Russell Wilson's able to do here. 3rd and 15 to the 17-yard line as he Makes a series of blocking adjustments here, pretty much going at max protect, and that was smart, as X is open on the core route, and will DK Metcalf get to the first down? Yes, he does, and DK Metcalf might have more, and as Cloud screws up the user tackling, and an 83-yard touchdown, Seahawks!
Tyler Lockett figured the play was over as he was walking backwards while DK just sped off.
Lockett's going to get yelled at in the film room later, but yeah, beautiful, I mean, part of that is Cloud really screwing up by launching his sticks, but a beautiful stick work there by DK Metcalf and by Lucky, and all of a sudden, you know, all you needed is one chunk play to get back into this game, and now a 17-10 ball game here. As it gets really pixely, I apologize for that, but only one possession at this point, and now Cloud, for the first time in a while, finds himself in a bit of a questionable situation here. 17-10 Cardinals.
I like that play a lot. Finally, Lucky actually slowing down his pass. He, you know, it was not pre-play, it was not the right move to go to your check down man on a 3rd and 15, but he made the most of that, 100%.
No, he did a good job, yeah, and I'll give Lucky credit for not forcing it to the double-covered corner route that Lockett found himself on. I mean, I think, you know, really even a couple weeks ago, I think we would have seen Lucky try to force that in double coverage, but found his check down, did a really nice job. Ooze. Slants over for a minute as we have a post out to DeAndre Hopkins, and Hopkins may break this loose. DeAndre Hopkins with the speed of a lifetime. Touchdown Cardinals, a one-play chunk play, 75 yards.
Goodness gracious, that man is fast.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that because I want to say DeAndre Hopkins only has like high 80s, maybe 90 speed if I remember correctly, but he's not the fastest, but used the pursuit angles there perfectly, got Trey Flowers to dive there, and then once Flowers missed him on the tackle, it was over at that point. And now if you're lucky, you got to be reeling because a really nice drive to get the touchdown and slice it to one possession game gets undone by one play by Cole McDonald and company's Philip Dorsett will take this out of the end zone. Will we see a long return here as he bounces off one tackle, able to get to the 27?
We're looking at 91 speed and 91 excel. I mean, that's not, you know, that's not a super wide receiver, but just he's an overall amazing wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, one of the very best in the league in real life and in the better league. Now, of course, we saw Lucky's best offensive drive of the game, if only by default. Will we see him put up another touchdown on the board here, or will Russell Wilson's offensive efficiency continue to flounder here as we may be setting up for an RPO concept here, doing a couple of what look like fake adjustments here as the slant wasn't open, did a good job of going to a shot penny as he falls forward for gain of 3. As Austin is talking about his own schedule, saying he has Bengals, Seahawks, Cardinals, myself, the Browns left, and then Taint and the Ravens, and asking if 4-2 or 5-1 there get the 1 seed. I mean, at this point with the 1 seed in the NFC, do you think it's still between him and Dan, or do we think we'll see Steele in there? Like, who at this point do you think could feasibly get the 1 seed into NFC?
The 1 seed?
Yeah.
Oh man, let me take a look here. I mean, we're looking at Giants, the Panthers, and the. Let me check out their schedules real quick. That should not be too hard.
Sounds good. We have a 3rd and 2 here, a critical 3rd down opportunity here for Seattle. Again, got to get the offense moving, got to get a sustained offense however you can. King saying, have you seen my schedules rough? And yes, CMAS, thank you for posting the donation link. If you have not already, contribute to my steak dinner, contribute to CMAS being able to feed his family and to Child Protective Services. A really nice dive there by the Rashad Pennies that goes for an easy first down as we have first 10 to 46. Seattle doing a much better job these last couple of drives of establishing the running game as well as the passing game, a much more balanced attack here. We saw a bit of a, extremely pass-heavy attack there, especially in the second quarter by Seattle, but all of a sudden Lucky doing a very, very nice job here, first 10 to the 46.
With Austin's schedule that's upcoming, he has a couple tough games, but to close out the season, he's playing you.
Right.
He's playing...
nearly an interception by number 54. Awful read there. And I apologize, continue, but that was...
No. He's playing you, and then he's playing Sean with the Ravens team that I think he may have finally gotten figured out.
Yeah,
and playing the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to hold up against Saquon.
Yeah, I have always struggled to stop the run. I've struggled to stop the run since like Madden 18, so defending that, ultra efficient offense there with Daniel Jones and Saquon just sounds like an absolute nightmare, but I'll try to manage. A really nice power concept here, first 10 to 36, and Seattle's starting to put some nice drives together here. We'll see what adjustments Cloud's able to make here moving forward, because it looks like Lucky's starting to figure it out. As he drops back, the blitz gets picked up perfectly, throws out a sack, able to get through a sack, and he jukes him in, and this may be DK Metcalf's second touchdown of the game. Touchdown, Seahawks.
I think we found out Lucky's favorite player.
We here in Seattle absolutely love DK Metcalf, and we are seeing Metcalf really take over the game here from an offensive perspective, putting the moves on the Cardinals secondary, and he gets his second touchdown of the game. Really nice, again, stick work by this Seattle Seahawks team, and for the second time recently, Lucky puts up a touchdown, 24-17 Arizona.
I may have an autographed DK Metcalf in my house. I'm not sure, but I think I do.
Oh, shit. Oh, well, you could get myself or Lucky to pay a lot of money for that if you're ever considering it.
I will have to take a look here after the game. I don't know if I sold it or not. It was a very rare card, I know.
Alex saying, what a move. Austin saying, damn, Metcalf. I mean, yeah, man. DK Metcalf, an absolute god of a player. Apparently in Madden as well. 24-17 Arizona, and don't look now, boys. It's getting pretty tight here. Again, a critical divisional game for both of these users, both for their wild card chances and for their chances within the division. And we have a 1st and 10 here at the 25-yard line as Cole McDonald and company take the field once again. Of course, we saw a 75-yard touchdown and another RPO here, although this time it gets locked down, and that is Bragdon with the tackle, 2nd and 11, muscle one.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see what we got in store here.
Morty says, can confirm Lucky owns a Metcalf jersey. I suppose I can too. 2nd and 11 here, the 24. As for one of the first times this Seattle secondary prepared there for the RPOs, Cole McDonald drops back. No one really open for what I can tell. Goes to the in route. Beautiful timing there, and Andy Isabella gets the first down there, gain of 13 in the first down.
So let me ask you this. Did you think this was the score we were going to be at?
Well, I mean, kind of like you were saying at halftime, I mean, once we were done with that first quarter, as we have another RPO here, and once again, that gets locked up, and that is Christian Kirk there with a loss of 1. After the first quarter, I was really thinking the Cloud was going to run away from it, especially having just announced the Seahawks-Bills game, where the Seahawks really just, completely shit the bed at the end. I thought we were going to see a dominant Cloud victory, but it's Kelly. Cuts against the game, a really nice run, nearly broke past that second level, but that is a gain of 13. I mean, at the beginning of the game, I thought it was going to be competitive, but the way this game has transpired has surprised me. You know, Cloud jumping off to the early lead, Lucky coming back. It's been really impressive, I think, from both users.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Luckies. Yeah, with the Lucky.
The Lucky, yes.
I'm very impressed with the way Lucky has been able to slow himself down.
Yeah, he's done a very good job of, as I said, taking a deep breath, recognizing that he's still in a solid situation. He's done a good job of, going a bit more conservative with his passing attack. As we have an audible here by Cole McDonald. What will we see here? As he's got just as he ends up dropping back. I thought he was going to run there. As he takes a shot up the seam, and Christian Kirk falls forward all the way to the 13-yard line. Gain of 32. Really nice read there once again by Cole McDonald.
I remember last year Christian Kirk was a dangerous man, and if he can develop him to be what he was last year, the NFC West is in trouble feed on that off.
They're in massive trouble. Yeah, Cloud, one of the best quarterback developers in the league. We saw it in Madden 20, and we may see it again here in Madden 21 as that touch pass to Andy Isabella goes for a loss of 1. Man, we got a ton of guys in here all of a sudden. Let me give a shout out to y'all real quick as I struggle to pull up the viewer list. All right, we got Alex in here, CMAS still, Austin, Ben, King, of course, checking out the Twitch stream, as well as Kelly with some really nice stick work right there, and Willie giving the first down. 3rd and inches at the 4, kind of a surprising spot here, but Seattle with an opportunity here to get a stop.
I definitely, while we were sitting here, I figured I could go through and try to find some cards that
as we have always, Flowers unable to get his feet down, and that's tough because that was an awful fade route there by Cole McDonald, but does not take advantage of it. And will we see Cloud go for it here potentially? I would strongly consider going for it here on 4th and inches personally.
That 100% should have been an interception.
Yeah. This very unlucky here as we have a 4th and inches concept. I mean, at this point, I'm just doing a full back dive given what I'm seeing here. Ooh, is Diggs pressing up here as we have a QB sneak in to gain a 1 and a first down for Arizona.
I'd like for him to get up and do the Zeke move where he's eating.
Again, man, McDonald doing a really nice job of picking up those tough yards on the ground as we have a first and goal here at the 3. Will we see another target to DeAndre Hopkins here? Of course, that red zone threat, although he does go to a dive here, and Kelly able to fall forward. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
And he takes a multi-possession lead once again.
Interesting. I came across a very nice patch of a Christian Kirk card as we're talking about him.
Really nice drive there from Arizona, and we're starting to see both users really figure out their offensive game here. I believe it's been 4 straight touchdowns combined by both of these teams in 4 consecutive drives. So really from Lucky's perspective, he's going to have to figure this out offensively, because right now Cole McDonald and company look like they're able to get pretty much whatever they want. But for now, really nice tackle there by Isaiah Simmons. For now, just having to keep up here. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, down by 14. Seattle not out of it by any stretch, but got to keep momentum however you can here. 31-17, Arizona.
Lucky's definitely not out of this. I mean, if we look at the unanswered points that Lucky was able to overcome, I mean, 11-point deficit right now. That's 2 possessions. He's got this.
Yeah, you would have to hope so. I mean, Lucky's looked pretty locked in so far as we have an RPO and a really nice slant route to DK Metcalf. And DK Metcalf once again nearly breaks past the third level there, although that is a gain of 27 in the first down. And Metcalf starting to take over this game here from a receiving perspective. We've seen him get so many yards after the catch.
I think there may be smoke rolling out of that man.
He's looking so impressive right now. I mean, of course, Henry Ruggs, the most efficient deep threat in the league in terms of, pure touchdown to catch ratio, but DK Metcalf not far behind him. People forget that. And this is a first 10 here at the 46. And we'll see a straight up 4 verticals concept here. Might have had RB for a second. Takes the deep shot to Metcalf and nearly skies Peterson. Although Peterson able to swat it away. 2nd and 10.
He's got to understand he is just a man. He is not a super athlete, but he is an athlete. He's got to understand he's got Tyler Lockett. Rashad Penny's still in the backfield. Chris Carson, he can utilize him. I think if he starts bringing other people in, because right now I think Cloud's locking on DK as he's seeing what's happening to his team because of that man.
Yeah, I was just about to say Cloud will absolutely take away your preferred wide receiver. If you keep going to him over and over. Eventually, Cloud's going to adjust to that. He's too good of a user not to. We have a 2nd and 10 here. An interesting cross blitz concept, although it gets picked up. Oh, nearly intercepted there as Lockett almost caught it off the deflection, but unable to pick it up. And now all of a sudden, 3rd and 10 here at the 46. An important potential defensive stop for Arizona.
Oh man, I really like that. I wish he would have picked that up.
Yeah, I've actually seen a couple of deflected catches. It is not impossible in this Madden like it has been in previous Maddens, so that would have been nice if Lockett had been able to get that off the deflection, but unable to do so, and now we have a 3rd and decently long here, 3rd and 10 to the 46. What will Russell Wilson be able to do here against this, again, very strong, league-leading, as you said, pass defense as Russell Wilson drops back, goes to Penny, and unfortunately unable to hang on to it. He was open for a second, but the tackle forced the ball astray, and will we see a fake punt here? No, it looks like he thinks better of it, as we will likely see Seattle punt this ball away.
Oh, man. You're on your own 46. I say you punt it 100%. There's still a lot of game left.
Yeah.
Your defense has stopped the long ball for the most part. Giving up these short drives with the picks, that's where your points are coming. Or where Arizona's points are coming from.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I do give Cloud credit for putting together a really efficient offensive game plan so far. He's done a really good job of establishing both the passing game and the running game. But yeah, I mean, if you're lucky, don't feel despondent yet. This game is not over by any stretches. Kelly, once again, with another really nice run. Kelly really establishing himself this game. 11 rushes, 125 yards on the day. That's about 12 per rush. Really impressive here in the running game from Cloud. As we have a 2nd and 2 here at the 18 as we approach. Sorry, I'll get to you in a second here as we have the approaching the 4th quarter as Kelly falls forward. I believe this will be 3rd and inches. Yes, it is 3rd and inches at the 19.
My stream just kind of glitched out there, so I was having a little bit of a technical difficulty.
All right, no worries. As we have a critical potential stop here for Lucky, 3rd and inches here as we approach again the end of the 3rd quarter. And you all know what to do once that fourth quarter comes up. I shouldn't have to say at this point. 3rd and inches here as we have, again, the last play here as Cole McDonald drops back. No one really open. Oh, excuse me, as he goes to DeAndre Hopkins on the streak. Really nice. And a gain of 23 and a first down, and you all know what to do. Put your 4s in the chat. 31-17 Arizona.
the way this drive is going so far, just off of that pass, I think that Lucky is going to play more aggressive on defense. Not liking the look of the outcome for Lucky.
It's not looking great, especially if Kelly keeps doing this to him. A really nice inside zone and a gain of 16 and a first down. Again, Cloud is getting whatever he wants in the ground game right now. Seattle's really going to have to step up here, especially as, as time continues, as Cloud's likely to get more and more run heavy. He's really going to have to figure out how to stop Kelly, because right now, again, Kelly is eating, doing whatever he wants, as we have a deep shot here to DeAndre Hopkins as he has that X Factor lit up, and a touchdown for the Arizona Cardinals.
I want to say this, and I want to say what I said earlier. I don't like the zone coverage.
You'd be playing a lot more man if you were Lucky?
I would have definitely been playing a lot more man. I understand the speed difference, but in a situation like this, you need pressure on the quarterback for him not to have time to have the.
Yeah, you got to make McDonald think. We have seen McDonald, force a couple passes. You have to be said, a couple of unlucky drops for Lucky, especially in the first quarter. But, if you give McDonald all the time he wants back there, Cloud will dice you up. Again, he's one of the better passers in this league. He will do whatever he wants, especially with how offense is in Madden 21. As we have a 21-point lead here for Cloud, do you think this game's over yet, or do you think Lucky potentially has a chance of coming back?
I think it's over. You have DeAndre Hopkins lit up, ready to roll now for the rest of the game. I mean, you have your receiver that if you need to go to somebody, he's got it. At least on offense, here it is for the Cardinals. And he's just trying to fight right now against the number one pass defense when in a situation that's pass or die. I think Cloud put this one in the bag.
I 100% agree. I think, and not to kiss of death on anyone here, I know the power of my words. A really nice track down and a sack there from Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick, a Madden 20 superstar, but we have a 3rd and 26 here at the 9. Yeah, looking really tough here for Lucky, it has to be said.
I believe, did Hassan Reddick do a selfie taunt pose on top of Russell Wilson there?
He did, and that was one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. I am shook.
Never seen that.
Crowd's got to be throwing things at him right now. 3rd and 26 here at the 9. Lucky just going to have to chew up some yards here. Will we see a safety here potentially? Ooh, he goes to Penny, and Penny, unable to hang on to it. Another crucial drop here from Penny. The running backs in the passing game not looking too hot for Lucky, and now will we see Lucky take a deep shot here out of desperation? It looks like that's what he wants to do, and that's what he probably will do.
He's got to use the right-handed advantage of Russell Wilson here. He cannot roll the wrong way, and I believe the way he did not pick the play. I thought he was. He's got to be able to roll out to the right so that he can bomb it rather than throw at an awkward position running to the left. Slants, he's running slants here.
Slants on 4th and 26 is kind of interesting. We will see him go to DK Metcalf, and although he catches it, he gets nowhere near the yards required for a first down, and Arizona will take back over 38-17, ball at the 23-yard line.
If I'm him, I'm pulling something out of the bag, and I'm going fake punt. That's what I would have done.
Fake punt on 4th and 26. That would be insane if he converted that. But yeah, honestly, compared to like a 5-yard slant pass on 4th and 26, yeah, probably better idea, honestly. 2nd and 5.
Johnny Hecker, he doesn't have him, but that man can do it.
Yeah, you never know, man. 2nd and 5 here at the 18 as Cloud once again finds himself inside Lucky's red zone, as we may have an end around here, as he does go to Christian Kirk, as Christian Kirk may have had something there, as he has that reach forward ability, it looks like, and they will give him the first down, first 10 to 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
So what does, Lucky, he's not shying away from the zone. I think if he goes back into the lab this week, he's gonna realize, if he watches this back, he's gonna see the blown coverage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been, as you said, a very zone-heavy attack from him. Not a lot of man blitzes, not a lot of man coverage in general. Especially with Jamal Adams in there, I'm a little surprised by that. I get that you're, kind of gun-shy when it comes to, as we may have another touchdown here. Is Kelly with a double juke, and he does not get the touchdown, but he does get a gain 6 and first down. I'm kind of surprised, as you said, by Lucky's defensive strategy. It didn't feel like one that was really designed to make Cloud uncomfortable, and that's what you really have to do in order to beat him, in my opinion, from a defense perspective. So not great, as he is wide open. Touchdown Arnold, and if the game wasn't over beforehand, it is now 45-17 Arizona, and it looks like Cloud will get a critical divisional win here.
So let me ask you this. If you were to guess what Kelly's speed is, what would you guess?
Based on what I've seen, 92.
He is an 85 speed running back.
That's shocking, actually. He's looked fast, hasn't he?
He's got a 90 acceleration, so he does get off the ball very quick.
Wow. Okay, that's really interesting because he's been out running some people those games. That kind of surprises me, but yeah, I mean, can't argue with the stats. 85 speed. Well, that'll be another nice piece for Arizona to hold on to here for the majority of the cycle here. First and 10 at 25, and now at this point, Seattle just trying to maintain some semblance of pride here, just trying to, get a couple nice drives off before the game's over.
You got to figure it out.
Alex saying he really likes you in the booth. I agree. You're doing a really good job with this, Wohzi. I'm not gonna lie to you. As Greg Olson gets again at 20.
Thank you. I like bringing up stats a lot. I'm a numbers guy, considering that's what my real experience is. So, I would bring up any random stat that I could find.
It's a lot better than me making uneducated guesses about everything, so we need it. As we have a quick out route that Rashad Penny finally gets a catch here in the passing game, gain of 5. Since this game's pretty much over, we're now gonna have the 7-3 Cardinals, the 7-3 Rams, and I believe the 7-4 49ers, if I'm remembering that correctly. Someone correct me if I'm wrong about that.
The 49ers is 6-4 current.
Okay, excuse me. The 6-4 49ers.
They could be on a bye week.
Who do you see taking this division then? Because it's getting real tight between those three.
I think we're watching a candidate, but it's going to come down to King, and it's going to come down to Cloud. And do they play each other for the rest of
the disrespect to Ben? Oh my god, Ben! Let me know how you feel about that. Oh my god.
I don't see Ben. I don't see it.
Oh shit. I mean, hey, listen, he said it, I didn't, but yeah, I mean, Cloud's looking really impressive right here. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he ended up winning this thing.
Let's look at this game. I'm not saying Ben is not a contender, but I'm pretty sure Ben has given up some very crucial games this season. Am I wrong?
Well, he had the 31-0 blown lead to Cloud. The RB's wide open. Yeah, he ends up going to it. His Rod Penny will most likely get a touchdown here.
Oh,
does not quite, but that is a nice game. Yeah, Ben's blown a couple of games from what I want to say. I mean, I want to say he's looked generally impressive, but yeah, he'd definitely find himself in a much better position right now if he had, for example, held on to that 31-0 lead against Arizona.
Let me tell you this. So we're looking at exactly this game right now. We're looking at a 45-17 with Lucky previously having the second-ranked defense.
Yes.
That second-ranked defense gave up 61. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what the hell happened there. It's a falling incomplete. But yeah. Sorry.
The second overall defense gave up 61 points to Ben, but he has also given up 45 to Cloud. So right there, that's not convincing me at all that Ben is as good of a user as Cloud right now.
I would not. As Rashad Penny gets a nice touchdown there. Yeah, I would not be surprised at all if Cloud ends up taking this. I mean, he's looked, in my opinion, like the most steady user of the four. Not necessarily, in terms of pure, explosiveness, not the most explosive, not whatever, but this Cardinals defense is really dangerous. He's put up really strong big game performances before, and yeah, I would lean Cloud, I think, if I had to target one of these four users.
This is going to get very interesting week 16 and 7 because it's nothing but divisional matchups for the NFC West.
Okay, so what are the specific matchups, just out of curiosity?
In week 16, so week 1, we seen Cloud and Ben.
Right.
Cloud edged that out 41-38.
That was the 31-0 blown lead, yeah.
Brand new Madden. I don't want to put out that, you can't count on anything with this Madden.
Yeah, especially in this season, man. I mean, there's been so many upsets, yeah.
And learning your players week 1, right there was just your typical head-to-head match. Anybody could have won that one, and Cloud just so happened to win that 41-38. we're going to move to week 16, and that's when we're going to see the next matchup between Cloud and Ben. At week 16, okay? Now, this is where it's going to get interesting because we're seeing how Lucky's defense is playing out. Ben has Lucky week 7.
Right. Okay.
While Cloud has King 7.
So this, without having any of the other, like, out-of-division schedules in front of me, as we have a deep shot here to DeAndre Hopkins. And oh my God, it's Hopkins skies a man once again. Hopkins just absolutely eating with that X factor. But yeah, this may be a situation where if Cloud is able to sweep Ben, if he's able to get that Week 16 win, we may find ourselves in a situation where Week 17 may not matter because at that point, he'll have the sweep over Ben. He'll have that tiebreaker over him. So even if, they finish with the same record, Cloud may end up winning out anyway, potentially.
Now, call me crazy. If Cloud edges Ben out, and we find ourselves in a situation of meeting in the playoffs, I don't know if Ben is going to go into that game blind. I think he's going to have something up his sleeve ready for Cloud.
Right.
If I'm him in that situation, I tell him to find the best user that he can and maybe create a custom franchise and get as close as you can to this defense to practice with. Or break out the ebook. I don't know, whichever one.
Knowing Ben, I think we know which one he's doing. But yeah, I think, it's really hard, as you said, it's really hard to replicate going against this defense just because of the threat of Isaiah Simmons, of the threat of all of these just, high flyers in the secondary, these high flyers in the linebacking core. It's not an experience you get to go against every day. And, Ben's only going to see Cloud twice, as you said, this season. So, yeah, I hadn't even considered that option, but yeah, as you bring it up, I really like that idea of making a custom franchise, of going up against a defense that's as close to this one as you can and just labbing and just going up against this speed and trying to figure out what works best because...
Listen, yeah. I can't sit here and say I've never done it.
I mean,
it's a very
smart,
genius play.
Yeah, no, 100%. I've never even considered that, honestly, but as you say that, I mean, I may have started doing it if I ever make the playoffs again, which is a big if at this point.
Hey, all you need to do is set up a CPU, put it on all Madden, and turn your user sliders down. Make it harder on yourself.
I like that a lot. As we see the time run down here is Lucky, of course, not calling us timeouts because he knows what the deal is. 45-24 victory here for Arizona as they will go up to 7-3 on the season, and Seattle goes down to 5-5. I believe Lucky finds himself in a 3-game losing streak, if I remember correctly. Not the best way to hit the final stretch of the season here, but congratulations to Cloud, man. I mean, I have to say, having only watched another, I'd say, half of Cardinals football, the half where Ben blew the lead to him in week 1, I'm really impressed with Cloud. I mean, I thought he did an excellent job defensively with his users. He offensively, looked a little shaky in the first quarter, but after that, just incredible both in the running game and the passing game. What are your main, as Lucky immediately cuts the stream off, what are your main, I guess, takeaways from this game, like from Cloud's perspective?
Main takeaways, Lucky's got to find himself a rhythm here. He has found himself in a situation where he's lost the last 4. To correct you there, he actually is on a 4-game losing streak, but he's coming into a very easy patch of games. He's got the Eagles next week, and then he is looking at a Giants Saquon Barkley team. I don't see him taking that one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that after the loss that Austin took from me, he went back into the lab and really found what he needed to find. He's looking at the Jets. He's looking at Washington, and then he's back on King and Ben. No chance for him here. I think he should, Devs over Dubs right now. As far as Cloud, I want Cloud to keep doing what he's doing. And if he plays like that against the statistic defense, he has no problem winning this division. Ben has no chance. And that's my hot take on that.
I like that a lot. I mean, based on what I saw from Cloud, I'm Not inclined to disagree with you. A 45-24 divisional win from Cloud's Arizona Cardinals over Lucky's Seattle Seahawks. Once again, Cloud finds himself at 7-3 on the year now, and Lucky finds himself at 5-5. Wohzi, before I cut the stream off, anything else you want to say to the people, or are you good to call this one off here?
I want to say subscribe and donate because you need that steak dinner.
I absolutely do, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for commentating with me, along with my co-host for the evening, Wohzi, the Bucks user, once again, the man who beat Dan and Austin back-to-back. I am your play-by-play man for the evening, Connor Rice. Go Browns. Peace.